Are y'all gonna call Candace Parker racist too? Hey, yo. Oh, no. Candace Parker versus Angel Reese is getting spicy.
Angel Reese just snapped live and unfiltered. After Candace Parker threw unexpected shade on national television, Angel didn't stay silent. What looked like subtle shots turned into a full-on firestorm, and the internet is erupting. This isn't just about one comment. It's about the growing divide in the WNBA, from locker room tension to viral drama. And fans are picking sides fast, and just like that, the internet exploded. But here's the thing, this wasn't just some hot take, this wasn't fake. This was a warning shot from one of the most respected minds in basketball. It was a message, and it wasn't just for Angel Reese. It was for the whole league.
And yeah, people aren't happy because Candace Parker is not proclaiming Angel Reese to be the best player in the world.
Because this isn't just about one player getting humbled, it's about what happens when marketing collides with merit. When influence challenges legacy, when the future of women's basketball gets caught in the crossfire of personality and performance. And trust me, this moment, this conversation, it's bigger than Angel Reese. Let's rewind. Candace Parker was sitting on set for a routine segment, a tier list.
Thinking where she put Angel Reese in the C tier has caused a riot. It's caused a riot. Angel Reese is not feeling it. She took to Twitter and fired off a sub. She's subbing, y'all.
Sounds innocent enough, right? Put the top WNBA players into categories, S tier, A tier, B, and so on. Parker starts off strong, A'ja Wilson. S tier. No arguments. Brianna Stewart. S tier. Obvious. Then she moves on Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, they land in the A tier. Rising stars. Offensive leaders, the faces of change. And then the moment hit, Angel Reese. Without blinking, Candace slid her name into the C tier.
And you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level. I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Potential filled, not future star, just C tier. The internet did not take it well. Fans flipped. Timelines ignited, and Reese's supporters, the self-declared Reese's Pieces, went into full attack mode. But while the world raged, Candace stayed calm. She explained herself. To be in the upper tiers, you don't just need talent, you need impact. You need to be the 1 or 2 option on your team. You carry the offense, you win games. And right now, in Candace's eyes, Angel Reese isn't doing that.
Angel Reese, clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. And by the way, this is because a tiny clip of Candace Parker's podcast is this.
No way, shape, or form am a hater. What player are you taking Angel Reese over of those that I just listed?
She's great at one thing, offensive rebounding. But basketball is about more than hustle under the rim. It's about composure, creation, execution, leadership. And when you look at the numbers, Candace might have had a point. Angel Reese is shooting just 31.1% from the field. That's not just bad, that's benchable. Turnovers are up. Efficiency is down. And the only thing holding strong? The double-doubles. But here's the catch. Most of those rebounds are off her own missed shots.
Uncle KC was right again? Not only was Uncle KC right, he now has a WNBA legend repeating his brilliant observations of pretend basketball? How many times have I said Angel Reese is not an impact player? I mean, she definitely has an impact on losing, but Angel Reese has absolutely no effect on winning.
She's racking up numbers, but not necessarily impact. That's not dominance. That's cleanup duty. Still, the most stinging part wasn't what Parker said. It's how Reese responded. She didn't name names, didn't fire off a lengthy rant, just one tweet. That was it. And with that one line, Reese flipped the script. She accused Candace Parker, a 3-time champion, 2-time MVP Hall of Famer, of using her name for attention.
Uh-oh, Candace Parker. You've upset the Reese's Pieces, and they're not happy about it. They're gonna be coming after you any second. Oh, they're already coming after you. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Candace Parker asked to put certain players in a tier list. You have the S tier, you have the A tier, you have the B tier, and you have the C tier. And where Candace Parker put Angel Reese on this list and her explanation about it, it has upset a large number of the Reese's Pieces delegation.
Now pause. Think about that. Candace Parker, who was winning MVPs while pregnant, who's been a face of TNT's broadcast team, who's played with poise, grace, and power for over a decade. Needing clout from Angel Reese? That's the irony of it all, because if there's anyone who doesn't need viral moments, it's Candace Parker. But here's where things get complicated, because Angel Reese is not just a player, she's a brand, a walking headline. And her fans don't just support her, they defend her like she's royalty, criticize her game. You're a hater? Disagree with her ranking? You're jealous. But what happens when facts clash with feelings? What happens when you can't ignore the reality staring you down? Angel Reese's own actions have raised red flags. She leads the league in technical fouls. She's been caught on camera showing visible disrespect to her own coaching staff. She's threatened to sit out over pay disputes. And while the WNBA is finally generating real revenue for the first time in its history, largely thanks to the arrival of Caitlin Clark, Reese has tried to position herself as the face of the league. But that spotlight, it comes with expectations, it comes with scrutiny, and it comes with the burden of backing it all up. And that's where Ice Cube comes in. When Caitlin Clark began turning women's basketball into a mainstream force, he offered her $5 million to join the Big Three, not because of drama, not because of marketing, because of value. And when asked if he'd offer the same to Angel Reese, he said no. Not because he dislikes her, but because he runs a business. And businesses run on results. That's the dividing line. Clark brings crowds, headlines, and sponsors. Reese brings social media and controversy. And let's be honest, controversy doesn't sell tickets the way wins do, but the internet doesn't want to hear that. Instead of engaging with the truth, Reese's defenders aren't just showing support anymore, they're rewriting reality. They've taken one impressive rookie season and spun it into a legacy. They throw around comparisons like confetti, loud and reckless, but confetti isn't concrete. They're twisting logic into knots, cherry-picking numbers, ignoring context. They turn their backs on 2 decades of dominance just to crown a queen after 1 year. And when Candace Parker speaks, they don't listen, they lash out, accusing her of being jealous. A black icon, a 3-time champion, 2-time MVP, Olympic gold medalist. Suddenly she's the hater? Suddenly she's the problem? That's not support, that's delusion. And it reveals something deeper than basketball. We are in an era where influence is mistaken for excellence, where millions of followers matter more than minutes played, where engagement stats overshadow box scores, where the volume of the crowd drowns out the truth of the game. This isn't about Angel Reese versus Candace Parker. It's bigger. It's about the foundation we're laying for the future of the WNBA. Are we honoring greatness or just chasing virality? Are we building a league on legacy or on likes? Are we learning from the legends who paved the way, or silencing them when they say something that cuts too deep? Candace Parker didn't shade Angel Reese. She didn't start drama. She didn't subtweet. She was asked a direct question and she gave a direct answer. Professional, poised, clear, and then she stood 10 toes down, didn't backpedal, didn't delete, didn't clap back with pettiness. She stood on business. And in this digital age, that kind of integrity is rare. Let's be clear, Angel Reese is talented, she's marketable, charismatic, bold, she's made waves, and she deserves credit for that. But talent is the starting line, not the finish. Being a brand doesn't make you a legend. And if Angel wants to go beyond the headlines, if she wants to be remembered not just for what she said, but for how she played, she has to grow. She has to evolve. She has to earn her place in the same breath as Candace Parker, not have it handed to her by hashtags. Because when you start accusing someone like Candace Parker of clout chasing, when you dismiss her decades of impact as jealousy, you're not just disrespecting her. You're exposing your own bias. You're revealing how dangerously short our collective memory has become. The WNBA is finally entering its golden era. Ratings are up, crowds are louder, media coverage is expanding, corporate dollars are flowing in. And with that growth comes a question that cuts to the core. What are we celebrating, fame or fundamentals, legacy or lifestyle, depth or drama? Right now, the spotlight is on a debate that transcends just 2 players, Candace Parker or Angel Reese. One built the league brick by brick. The other is trying to light it up with fireworks. And fireworks are loud, but they fade fast. Legacy lasts. Who do we trust to carry the league through its next era? The one who's already carried it for 20 years? Or the one still learning how to dribble through pressure? At this point, the answer is clear, and it's not even close.